What's up guys and welcome to another editing tutorial. Today I will show you how to make the infinity shot. And basically what you do with this effect is faking this multi-tracking shots. You can make it crazy with magical open doors of the car or come from a normal handheld camera shot into a drone shot. The possibilities are endless. So let's dive in and I will show you how I made the infinity shot in my viral Porsche GT3 edit. Yo, first of all we open up a new After Effects window. Then I have prepared already two shots here. Let's move the first into new comp. So let's change the composition duration to, this have to be 0. And the duration is 2 minutes 11. Okay, so we can also import the second clip and I will show you first how the clips look, or what are the clips and the movement that you know what we are actually doing. So this is the first shot. You see we go from this side of the car like 45 degrees left angle to the front wheel. So you see the middle part of the wheel is exactly in the middle of the frame. And this is our second part. You see we start from here to the back of the car. And yeah, these are our two shots that we need to combine to one infinity shot. Yeah, and I have another picture prepared. It's this one. It's a picture of the steering wheel. I usually have struggle with filming steering wheels because it's hard to have the right lighting that you don't see the light in the frame. So I just did a picture here of the steering wheel so I can use this one as a reference frame. So what we need to do now is making our still frames, our ref frames. This is the last frame of the first clip. Let's export this one as a frame. I open up FX console for that. Click on this arrow, save to PNG, and we call it here new frames. So we call this one. Then we take the first frame of the second clip. Also create a reference frame from this. Then my plan is to go all the way back to the car, reverse the clip, and come to somewhere here. From here, I want that the door opens. So let's use a frame where you see where the door is actually. Maybe a bit, maybe this one. And we also export this frame. It's frame 3. And we take our steering wheel. We already have the frame, but we can export it to keep stuff organized. Call it 4 and save it also. Okay, so what's our next step? We need to import everything into FreePic. This is FreePic Spaces, and FreePic Spaces is an AI generating node-based system that is just incredible. I use it for everything when I use AI. Okay, let's import all our clips. We got here all 4. We click on import. So here are all our frames. Let's organize it really quick because this is our first frame that we need. This is the second one. This is the third frame. And the steering wheel is the fourth frame. What we do first is we click on the top right corner of the first frame, drag it a bit out, and we click on Assistant. Assistant node is basically ChatGPT inside FreePic. So if you type in your prompt and you make a really rough prompt, Assistant node will make it nice, and the assistant node will make it nice and perfectly understandable for the image generation or for the video generation. But let me show how I do it. You see here, the model is GPT-5 Mini. That's more than enough for what we need. We also drag out here the second reference frame and also put it into the assistant node. Then we click here on the small t on the assistant node, drag it out, and make a video generator node. So Now what many people makes wrong, people think that the pictures go through the assistant node into the video generator node. That's wrong. So you need to drag out the image generator node one more time and drag it here into the start frame. And we put it here into the end frame. Then we click here on Kling 3.0. I like it most. Change the aspect ratio to 9:16. And usually 5 seconds is enough. If you go into any troubles with your generation, you can try to extend the time, but 5 seconds for me usually is more than enough. So we have here our assistant node. Now we tell the assistant node in our words what we need. So I will tell it now, make a smooth orbit or arc shot. The center of the wheel should stay all the time in the middle of the frame. No camera shake, no wobble, perfect slider shot. That's how I tell ChatGPT usually my prompts. For cars, it's important that we also tell that the car should stay exactly in place and shouldn't move. The car is 100% static, no wheel movement, no more thing, only the camera moves. So and then we hit on generate. We click on this node only because we want to check our settings of the video generator node one more time before generating, because every generation costs credits. So try to make it as perfect as possible for the first generation. Generating is done. We see here the full prompt we got. Now we can just check our settings. Kling 3.0, 9:16, 5 seconds, 1080, perfect. Sound effects we don't need. And we click on run. Okay guys, so here we see this is the perfect shot we needed. It's the perfect gap filler for the transition between that two shots. And yeah, let's start with our second generation, and it's the push in a bit orbit shot through the steering wheel, and we need the door to open like magic. Let's start. We use the first image. We do exactly the same, honestly, what we did for the first image. Plug in both reference frames into the image generator, into the assistant node. We create a video generator, plug in both frames, the start and the end frame. We plug in the assistant node into the video generator. And yeah, that's it. Now we explain this shot. It's a bit more difficult, honestly, because my mother language is German and I try to do it in English now. But yeah, let's just try to make it happen. Make a smooth push in shot with a slightly orbit. The door of the car should open. And the interior appears. Linear movement. I think I forgot to say that in the first frame, but doesn't matter, the outcome is perfect. But always say, if you want to speed ramp it, linear movement. No wobble, no handheld shake, no camera shake. The car is static, only the door is allowed to move. Then we hit here on this node only. Now we check here our video generator and we see we have one generation, Kling 3.0, 9x16, 5 seconds, 1080. It's perfect. Our prompt is there. Okay, so we hit here on generate 2 and let's see what we get. And this is the final result out of our prompt. You see it's perfect. We can use it exactly like it is. So let's export the clips. First of all, we choose our first clip and we click on the download arrow here. We open up our second clip and click on the download arrow here. And now we got both. Okay guys, so back in After Effects, we have now to match the shots. So we have here our first frame, our first shot, it's this one. Now we take free pick 1, this is the first, the orbit around the wheel. And you see, we got a bit of issue here. Because I stabilized the clip, it doesn't match 100%, perfect, but let's just match it manually. So we take the opacity a bit on this frame. So let's zoom it a bit in until it don't look blurry anymore. So I think this is the best we can get. Let's bring back the opacity. Yeah. We will have a shake on here, so the small quick shakes will hide everything. But next is we bring up the clip 2. It's this one. So let's see. Yeah, this is good for me. It matches. Yeah, it looks really good. And we have the second free pick clip. And now you see we got a problem here because we want to make that reverse speed ramp. We need to match this frame here, but we will do that in a second. So let's pre-compose first the other clips. Move all attributes. Yep. So now we got this. And now we can just set up a speed ramp. So we have no music, it will not look perfect, but just that you get an idea. If you want to learn how to speed ramp on the music, watch my tutorial on my channel here. Here's our last frame, and now we need to go back. So we reverse it until maybe here. And now we need to match this second AI clip. Did I match it already? Damn, I have exactly the same frame, but let me bring it a bit off so you see how you can match it. Okay, so you see it's off. And now we tweak this number here a bit until we have exactly the same frame. You see that? And now it's perfectly matched. Bring back the opacity on the upper clip and we cut this clip here. And now we mark all these keys. Choose Essential Effects. We go to Crafts. You can make it by yourself if you like, but I just use the pre-built crafts from Essential Effects because they're amazing. We use this one and this one. So now we have this. And after tweaking the curve a bit, it looks like this. And on the beat, it looks like this. Thank you so much for following along with my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please leave a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you next time.